Are you more flattered or annoyed when a man approaches you?
Annoyed. I'm definitely annoyed.
Why is that?
Because they don't know how to approach people.
Why is it so hard to approach women? Now listen, this is an age-old question that men have asked for a very long time. But given that we're in this modern society today, approaching women has become even harder. Today we're going to review a video from It's Complicated channel. The link is going to be down in the description below. With that being said, let's get started.
If a woman says people find her to be intimidating, is that a good or bad thing?
It depends. Because people say I'm intimidating, so it's like, does that mean like I'm really pretty and that's intimidating, or do you just think I'm a bitch?
That's a good question. I don't know.
She is pretty. If you have to ask, is it because you're a B? Then it might be because you are a B. Just because a woman rejects a man doesn't necessarily make her a B. And I don't agree with the dudes that lose their crap when women do that. But sometimes when you ask that type of question or you have to wonder about it, it could just be you.
Do you think some men are intimidated by you and why?
Oh, definitely. My whole life. I'm tall. I consider myself pretty. So a lot of men don't approach me just for that reason because they're scared of me. They should be.
Get over yourself, darling.
You notice that answer there? I'm pretty, right? I'm tall and I'm pretty, and they're scared to approach me, and they should be. That's the reason why men don't approach. And it's not that men are scared of these women. Any man who have any self-respect for himself should not be scared of a woman. You don't want to deal with her personality. You don't want to deal with the drama that comes along with dealing with these quote unquote pretty women. Then that makes complete sense. That's the reason why men don't necessarily want to approach these women, is because of the attitude.
Because I come off bitchy, very bitchy.
But that's a good thing?
Sometimes.
It's never good news.
Wouldn't that make you unapproachable?
Never. Some guys like bitchy.
Do you think most guys like bitchy?
They like dominance, is what I said.
So you think that guys want to submit to a woman? Or do women want to submit to a alpha male?
I think both.
Are you more flattered or annoyed when a man approaches you?
Annoyed.
Annoyed.
It depends. Like if they're coming up to me to, I don't know, say something nice, then I'm gonna be flattered. But if they're coming up to me and saying like rude things and just like flirting really awkwardly, then I'm gonna be annoyed.
It's situational.
Yeah, depends.
I think so.
You don't change your mind on the battlefield.
Well then why did you say annoyed though? What was your first
Because usually it's annoying if someone's like, I don't know, coming right up to you. It's like, I guess they're forthcoming. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but in my experience, especially, I don't know, like this, like getting like catcalled and shit like that, annoying.
Annoying, definitely agree.
Would you say that the majority of men who approach you catcall or are respectful?
Oh God, I mean, it's a mix of both.
Yeah, I just
honestly.
got catcalled like 5 minutes ago, so it's like a good mix of both though.
Now, I want you to notice something about these three women. These are three average looking women. I'm not gonna say they're ugly, but 2 out of the 3 of them feel like they complete 10s, which, my God, no. And notice that the first 2 were annoyed. And it took for the one who obviously is the least attractive of the group to actually say, well, no, not necessarily. Yeah, because this woman wants somebody to come up to her. Women in general want the attention, but they want the attention from the men they want it from.
Annoyed. I'm definitely annoyed.
Why is that?
Because they don't know how to approach people.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would men want to approach women today when they no longer have to worry about just being rejected, but also have to worry about being accused of harassment?
So that's kind of effed up. Because, I mean, there's a fine line between trying to pick up on a woman and, like, forcefully going after her after she already said no.
And listen, I think most sensible men agree with that. If you go up to a woman and she tells you no flat out and rejects your advances, then, hey, You guys have a nice evening. Hey, ma'am, you have a nice evening. And you go on about your business. Do not let it affect you. Do not let it get under your skin. Walk off cool. Continue to do what you're doing. A lot of men just don't want to deal with the potential of harassment. Now, if that's the sole reason that you don't want to go up and talk to a woman because of the M2 thing, you aren't being true to being a man. Because as men, we are hunters. And if there's somebody we like, we shouldn't be afraid to go up to them. If you go up to a woman respectfully and you're not trying to be harassing to her, you saying hi, you trying to get to know her, isn't a bad thing. A lot of these women who think they're 8s, 9s, and 10s are average women, so average dudes are coming up to them and they're rejecting them. So again, it's another reason why men are doing their own thing. But that should never, ever be a reason that you don't go talk to somebody you like, because the one thing about it is you can't hit the target of a shot you never took.
Right, I agree with that. Obviously, if the woman rejects the man, I think he should, leave her alone. Right. But I'm saying, what do you think about a woman basically feeling like basically annoyed that the guy even approached her just to begin with?
I think that's personal issues.
I think social media has them very brainwashed, and I think that they like the attention, whether it's good or bad.
Because men will be mean. Like, why wouldn't a man approach a woman?
Exactly.
Well, what does that mean?
Basically, men see a woman, they see something they like, and they just go for it without thinking. Men do not think. They don't think.
Yes, that's your answer. That's your answer to everything.
And women think? You think women think when they wind up getting with these Pookies and Ray Rays who they know just trying to run up in them? You think they think when they lay down with these dudes and they go raw dog and they wind up having babies for them? You think women think when they will have these unrealistic standards that no man can meet, at least no man that they're able to get? You think they think about that? Again, when you hear women respond, a lot of times they're responding from their emotions. They're responding based on the men that dissed them, that didn't want them, but they wanted the man. A lot of that comes from that. A lot of it comes from what they've been through. And obviously the same thing for guys, right? Guys are responding to things that they've been through, but the difference is women respond with their emotions. And they have this emotional feeling that comes from their past situations.
And they see something they like and they just go for it without thinking. Men do not think. They don't think.
Do you think men are intimidated or dislike when women approach or make the first move?
Hell no. Men like when that shit happens.
So why don't more women do it?
More women or men?
Why don't more women
I
approach?
think that a lot of women are afraid of rejection. She's absolutely right.
A lot of women are afraid of rejection. See, they want the attention, but they don't want the rejection. If they get attention, the attention is a dopamine hit to make them feel good about themselves. But when you reject them, especially with modern women having a lot of emotional issues, having a lot of self-esteem issues, when they get rejected, that is a huge low for them.
Man, we love that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If a girl walk up to me, bro, she telling me she feeling me, bro, I love that shit, bro. Because a lot of girls, they be playing hard to get in shit, and that shit sucks, bro.
Listen, it's nothing more flattering as a man to actually have a woman try to come at you. Now, I don't know about some of you guys, but it seemed like, I would say, the majority of women that are bold enough to come at me are definitely the women that aren't my type. But the one thing that I don't do to those women is I don't be like, get away from me. Get away from me, 304. Get your ass away from me. I don't do that to them because I'm not trying to like break their spirit. But some of these women are just rude. They're like, get away from me. Oh, you ugly. Oh, girl, you see. Right? You got women that'll do that and try to break that man. Or if they with their girls, they do that laugh and giggle thing like, as if I would talk to him, right? Women could be nasty and rude about it, especially if they think they're on some level above you. But it is very, very appealing and very attractive if a woman does approach a man. I agree.
Why don't more women do it?
I already told y'all why.
You preaching to the choir, bro.
Well, in today's generation, yes, most men like to be chased, so they do.
So then why don't more women chase?
Because women don't like it.
You created this problem.
Women don't wait. Living at a weird time. We're gonna waste our time chasing men. Like, we chase them, they gonna get what they want, waste our time and do it next with the same woman.
Well, how are men not wasting their time chasing women?
That's a good question.
Shit, some probably are. Who knows?
Guys will like get anything that they can.
Well, I'm just saying, why would women fear rejection if they're far less likely to be rejected?
Because women don't like to feel like they're easy.
Did this woman just say that women don't like to feel like they easy? If a woman doesn't feel like she wants to be labeled as easy, then why do these women wear some of the most revealing, scandalous clothing that they can find in their closet? I'm talking about the most tightest, vajayjay showing, I mean, coochie hanging out, booty boobs hanging out. They not worried about being labeled as easy when they wear these things, but they worried about being labeled as easy because they approach a man. If you are respecting yourself, there is a way to approach a man to get his attention. There is a way to approach a man to know if that man is feeling you or not. Women's fragile self-esteem cannot handle getting rejected by a man. Let me know what you think about today's videos down in the comments below. Why is it so hard for women to approach men? Have you had any issues approaching women? And if so, what were those issues? I want to hear from you down in the comments below. I'll join you there in a minute. If you like what you saw today, subscribe to the channel. The link to my new book is down in the description below with a bunch of products that I feel is going to help men. And you're going to check out the video at the end of this one because it's going to keep the conversation going. And until next time, live your best life.